Yukduk and Kasing here to talk about that victory over Fnatic, 1-1 on the week. The first thing I want to ask you guys about is the draft, because obviously we criticized Giants a lot yesterday for leaving those power picks open. Obviously, you guys are in the top half and the top of the tables. Tell me how and why you decided to leave those power picks open and what the plan was for fighting against it. Whoever wants to take it. Yukduk?
You're talking about Corki?
Yeah, there's Corki early pick for Feven, and then many people talk about that Spirit is such a good Lee Sin player. So he's finding openings on that. Do you think, one, that's true? Is it ban worthy? The Lee Sin and then the Jhin to an extent too.
I mean, I think Gragas is better than Lee, even if he's really good on Lee Sin. So I mean, it was just we left open one really strong pick, and we banned away like picks that are even stronger. I think so. It was just what happens when they have blue side.
Yeah, you guys ended up picking on the Gangplank, which kind of is rough in the early game. So the lane swap started happening. Actually, the first time I think we've seen the perfect mirror lane swap that deep in the LCS. 8 towers down at 9 minutes 30. Is that enjoyable, Kasing?
I love it. I don't need the TVT.
You don't need the TV2 because you guys are bad at it. Is that the ideal way to play lane swaps now, though? Is it mirroring always the right decision? Because it seems that at no point anybody can like make a decision to hold. It seems that mirroring is always the best choice. Do you guys agree with that?
Well, sometimes it depends on like certain champions that you have. Like I think this game, it was better for us to just keep pushing because like if we were to defend, I don't think we would be able to hold out like against Brom and stuff. So I think in the end it was better for us to just mirror.
And usually you want to mirror with Gangplank as well because you can use ultimate. So even though we weren't able to like go faster on the play, I got a lot of farm from side lanes, like at least like 30 creeps in the early game. Or maybe not that much, but like 20, 30.
And you actually got a CS lead over on Feven, and we actually had Perks here on the desk. He was just watching the game with us. And he was pointing out that Feven was playing the matchup actually pretty bad, Corki into GP. What's your take on the matchup? Who should win by like what stretch of CS?
I think Corki should win by like maybe 20 CS or something at 10 minutes. It's usually what happens when. But he was just pushing the wave and trying to get pressure that way for the team rather than like trying to punish the hard 1v1. He was just like perma pushing and trying to hit my turret, which let them take my turret instead of CS lead.
Yeah. In the end, still, it was super, super close. You guys started to pull ahead, but then the Baron moment happened, and we wanted to take a look at that with you guys. We're going to get that replay up on the screen. A 3-0 in the end for Fnatic. What went wrong here? Maybe in the shot calling, or what was the situation like?
I think here, like we just wanted to use Nash as a way to engage, right? But then it was like, the Nash got really, really low. And then we decided we had Kalista anyway, so technically we should have the Nash no matter what. And I think it was just like, I think I shouldn't have gone out with Kalista. Maybe I should have just like killed more for the rest of the team rather than just go with Kalista, because Kalista has ult anyway. Oh, maybe she ulted me earlier. But anyway, regardless of that, like I should die for the team rather than the team dying for me. And I think that's what I did bad in this team fight. Otherwise, it would have been fine. Like one kill for one Nash is really, really good in my opinion.
Seemed like a little bit of miscommunication because with a Kalista, would a better call not be, obviously we can see it from over here, it's very easy for us. Would a better call not to be just to go for the smite and let Spirit into the pit, because with Ren and smite you should theoretically be able to get that every single time? Or were you guys so afraid from Spirit stealing it?
No, because we have Kalista regardless, and I think we have enough CC to lock down Lee Sin. I think we had to ask like Kalista how many stacks she had, so in order for us to understand how much HP went to burst. But then it was like, even though we got vital skill shots here on Lee Sin, like Fresh Q or Nautilus, etc., but I think we just maybe went in a bit too early, other than like leaving it for a bit for Kalista to get even more stacks, and otherwise it would have been perfect.
Sorry.
Yeah, that mistake, in addition to Yukduk kind of getting caught out twice, was a little bit critique coming out. Do you guys, is that something like Vitality strategies are going down? Was it just a slip up? Because it looked a little more chaotic right now than we're used to seeing from you guys. So in my mind, at least, Vitality is calm, collected, slow, leave no room for error. But this game, there was the two situations, you know, where Yukduk unlucky overextends a little bit, and then the Baron call where there was some chaos. I
think that's due to us. Like personally, I feel like as a team, we're not performing to the peak like that we can right now, and I think that maybe due to like we still have that vacation period, you know, like when we were having a 2-week break. And I think right now it can only get better from here.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
You agree? Okay.
I want to ask you one final question about Fnatic. Obviously, before IEM, we would have said Vitality, super easy win for them, actually, with the level that they are at. Did you notice a big difference in playing them now, Yukduk?
I think there's a little bit difference. They're more like aggressive early game now, and Reckless is really good on Jhin, and Spirit is good on Lee Sin. I guess they practice that a lot at IM, but besides that, they're the same team, I think.
I think there are no changes. I mean, they're still Fnatic, you know? Like, maybe when the playoffs comes, they could be like the Fnatic before, but right now it's like, I can see them improving, but it will take a bit longer.
What's their biggest weakness, in your opinion?
I think their jungle supports energy.
All right, cool. That's a nice one to think about. Thank you guys very much. Congratulations, 1-1 on the week for Vitality. And as we speak, Splice and H2K are taking to the LCS stage. We'll be back with a look at that matchup right after this.
Gamsu's gonna get the next. Vitality are starting to fall in this one. Reckless protected in the back. It may not be as powerful right now, but he's proving more than sufficient. Curtain call not needed. Teleport coming in. There is the Braum ulti to try and push them all back, and GP secures the Baron finally, but Nuke Duck and Shook are way too low inside the pit. Gonna have to flash or belly dash away from this one, if they even can. Shook wanders around before being taken out. Kabashart's fate is the same. And the barrage coming down. Will this be Dragon 5? It is. Reckless makes sure of that, and now the fight is on. Gamsu pulled in, taken out. Yana with the dominating, and all of a sudden, Nuke Duck takes Featherman.
Cabo cut them off, didn't let them regen all of their health, and that's going to be it.
It's all set.